The film is set in a coastal town called Annieville. On that day, Annieville was hit by heavy rain accompanied by strong winds. According to the local weather prediction, Hurricane Henry would hit the Annieville area within 2 hours. Afterwards, we are introduced to a girl named Dakota. It turns out that Dakota has been shutting herself in her house due to trauma from the death of her mother who passed away a few months ago. Then, when she went out of the house to get food, Dakota felt terrified because of her trauma. A resident then warned Dakota that Hurricane Henry would appear soon, so Dakota should hurry up and evacuate. On the other hand, there is a man named Dell who works as a marine researcher. After getting off his ship, Dell received information that Henry, which was about to hit Annieville, was a Category 5 hurricane. This meant that the town would be hit by storms and fierce ocean waves. Shortly after, Dell contacted his niece, who turned out to be Dakota. It turns out that since her mother passed away, Dakota has considered Dell as her parent. Knowing Dakota's trauma, Dell could guess that Dakota would not want to evacuate and would choose to stay inside her house. Dell finally promised to come to Dakota's house within 2 hours to evacuate her. Meanwhile, a woman named Lisa had just returned home from the meat factory where she works. Then, while driving, Lisa communicated with her mother. It turns out that Lisa was pregnant with a baby boy from her relationship with her fiancé. Sadly, her fiancé heartlessly dumped Lisa just as she was about to give birth to their child. Lisa's mother finally urged her child to evacuate immediately because Henry would soon strike Annieville. On the other hand, there are 3 siblings named Ron, Dee, and Will who were enjoying their vacation time in a swamp area. While they were still having fun at the location, their foster father named Billy arrived in his vehicle. Billy then told the 3 of them to go home right now because the swamp they were visiting was actually inhabited by many snakes. Billy also threatened to return Ron and the others to the orphanage if they misbehaved again. Upon arriving at the house, Billy spoke with his wife named Rachel. It turns out that they became foster parents to Ron and his 2 siblings in order to get incentive funds from the government. This couple also often acted arbitrarily towards their 3 foster children. From now on, let's just call Ron and his 2 siblings the Olsen siblings. Over time, Hurricane Henry, accompanied by a tsunami, finally hit the Annieville area. After breaking through the seawall, Henry and its tsunami quickly flooded the town. In this situation, Lisa and her colleagues struggled to save themselves in their own ways. At the same time, Dakota, who was still inside her house, faced a power outage caused by the storm. As soon as she realized that the water waves were breaking into her house, Dakota rushed to the upper floor to take shelter. As a result of being dragged by the strong ocean current, the truck carrying livestock blood driven by Lisa's colleague hit a statue, causing a lot of blood to spill from the container and flow into the middle of the sea. After that, Lisa experienced an incident that caused her body to get pinned by a tree branch, trapping her inside the car. Dangerously, the ocean waves began to flood Lisa's car. As a result, although she suffered no injuries from being pinned, Lisa could drown to death if she did not get out of the car immediately. Shortly after, 2 men named Scott and Jimmy arrived at Lisa's location by boat. However, while struggling to evacuate Lisa, Scott and Jimmy ended up being devoured by bull sharks. The same tragic fate was also shared by Lisa's colleague. Apparently, the sharks came to the location because they were lured by the spilled livestock blood in the water. Meanwhile, the windows of Billy's house, which were known to be heavy-duty, finally shattered due to the impact of the extremely strong current. As Billy and Rachel attempted to escape, a bull shark suddenly entered their location. In the end, Billy and Rachel suffered a fatal shark attack while the Olsen siblings were still inside Billy's house. On the other hand, Lisa's condition of being trapped inside the car actually kept her safe and unable to be directly attacked by the sharks. By chance, the location of Lisa's car was right in front of Dakota's house. As Dakota observed the situation through the window, Lisa saw her and begged Dakota to come out and help her. Dakota initially refused because she saw several sharks roaming around Lisa's car. Lisa finally pleaded and emphasized that she did not want to die along with the unborn child in her womb. Lisa's confession left Dakota in a dilemma. On one hand, she did not want to leave the house due to her trauma and fear of shark attacks. But on the other hand, she did not want to be haunted by guilt. Rather than feeling guilty for doing nothing, Dakota finally braced herself to leave the house and risked her life to help Lisa. Dakota used surrounding objects as stepping stones to reach Lisa's car, because if she stepped into the floodwater, she would be immediately eaten by the sharks. Once she reached Lisa's car, Dakota used a knife to tear open the car roof and cut the tree branch pinning Lisa. With great effort, Dakota and Lisa successfully made it inside Dakota's house safely without being attacked by the sharks. While resting together inside the house, Dakota admitted to Lisa that both of her parents had passed away. For the time being, Dakota chose to stay there because she thought the location was still safe. However, Lisa believed that sooner or later Dakota's house would be completely submerged as the water level continued to rise. On the other hand, Dell and his colleagues were driving toward Dakota's house. Dell also brought a boat to facilitate the evacuation mission for his niece. While still on the way, Dell's colleague informed him that Nellie could potentially be approaching Dakota's house. It turned out that Nellie was a large female great white shark that Dell had been monitoring for 3 years through a tracking device attached to the shark's body. This situation made Dell's rescue mission increasingly race against time. Back at Billy's house, the Olsen siblings, who were still holding out at the location, had learned about the fatal shark attack that killed Billy and Rachel. According to Ron's strategy, Dee attempted to close the house door so that the shark could not get inside. Unfortunately, Dee experienced a minor mishap that caused her to fail to close the door in time, allowing the shark to finally break into the house. Fortunately, Ron managed to save Dee. After that, the Olsen siblings held out on top of the table to avoid the shark attacks. While thinking of a strategy to survive, the Olsen siblings had an idea to take Billy's steak meat as bait to distract the sharks. A few seconds later, the Olsen siblings were shocked by the appearance of Billy, who turned out to be still alive but had lost his left arm due to a shark bite. Time went on until Lisa's stomach experienced contractions. An awkward moment occurred when Lisa asked Dakota to measure her dilation. After checking, Dakota estimated that Lisa's dilation had reached 5 to 7 centimeters. At that moment, Lisa could be sure that she would give birth soon. Now the problem was, the upper floor of Dakota's house had begun to be flooded and the water level was still rising. Because of this, Lisa was not sure she could give birth safely at that location. As time passed, Lisa experienced contractions again. Lisa then communicated with her fetus, hoping that her child's birth could be delayed until the situation was safe. Feeling sympathetic seeing Lisa's condition, Dakota braced herself to take the boat left behind by Scott and Jimmy. She remembered Dell's theory as a marine researcher. Dakota placed a battery-powered vibrating object into the floodwater to distract the sharks. After that, Dakota could move to the location of her targeted boat safely, because the sharks were attracted by the vibration of the object she had thrown earlier. Then, as soon as the bait was destroyed due to the shark attacks, Dakota rushed toward the boat in a panic because, sooner or later, the sharks would be able to detect the presence of Dakota's body. Shortly after, the bull sharks that were about to prey on Dakota suddenly fled. A few seconds later, Dakota found Nellie, the great white shark, passing by her. While Nellie had not attacked yet, Dakota continued her mission until she successfully got onto the boat. At the same time, Dell's group with their boat was still moving toward Dakota's house. It turned out that Dell had been very interested in sharks since finding his past research. Dell then explained that bull sharks are afraid of larger sharks. Because of this, the bull sharks fled as soon as they knew Nellie was approaching Dakota. Furthermore, bull sharks will get dizzy if their bodies are hit by a certain electrical current. Meanwhile, Billy ordered Ron to go out of the house and look for help. However, Ron refused because Billy had previously intentionally left his 3 foster children behind while struggling to save himself. Shortly after the Olsen siblings exposed the secret, that Billy received a government allowance of $1,500 per month for fostering the Olsen siblings. The problem was, Billy used most of his allowance for personal interests and let the Olsen siblings live with just the bare minimum. That secret finally triggered an argument between Billy and Ron. To protect her brother, Dee was forced to kick Billy until he fell. It did not take long before a bull shark immediately appeared and devoured Billy. While the shark was still focused on eating Billy's flesh, Ron took the chance to go to the basement of the house, which was already submerged by the flood. As Ron struggled to get Billy's shotgun, a shark came to the location. Ron used surrounding objects to distract the shark, then immediately fled while carrying his belongings just as the shark realized his presence. Afterwards, Ron admitted that he failed to get Billy's shotgun. But instead, he managed to bring several units of dynamite that could be used as weapons. Back to Dakota. She was still thinking of a safe way to reach Lisa by boat. At the same time, the volume of water flooding the upper floor of Dakota's house was increasing. While still waiting for Dakota, Lisa was forced to start the labor process on the bed because there was no other choice. In this situation, the strong flood current knocked down Dakota's house until Lisa eventually submerged. After rising to the surface, Lisa continued her labor process. Lisa then felt grateful because she successfully gave birth to her baby safely. However, on the negative side, the blood from the birth now attracted the attention of the sharks. With a sharp piece of wood she found, Lisa managed to fend off a shark that was about to devour her. Another shark then canceled its pursuit of Lisa and the baby after being shot by Dakota with a fish hunting weapon. Not long after, Dakota approached Lisa with her boat. As Dakota tried to secure the baby, the boat capsized due to a shark attack. In the midst of the threatened condition of Dakota's group, Del finally arrived with his group. Del then managed to chase away the bull sharks by throwing a device with an electrical current into the floodwater. After that, a bull shark that was about to prey on Del's group ended up being snatched by Nellie and became her meal. Thanks to Nellie's action, Del successfully evacuated Dakota's group. With a borrowed phone from Del's colleague, Lisa contacted her mother to ensure her condition was fine. Lisa also showed that she had successfully given birth to her baby safely. Del then believed that Dakota's late mother would definitely be proud of her daughter for successfully overcoming her trauma and saving other people's lives. Meanwhile, the Olsen siblings tied several pieces of dynamite found by Ron to some meat as bait to kill the bull sharks that were still lurking around them. Because the sharks did not come immediately, the Olsen siblings did an action to attract the predator's attention. The Olsen siblings then tried to escape as soon as they saw the sharks moving to hunt them. In this situation, Ron managed to avoid the shark attack. When the Olsen siblings had found a hiding place, a shark bit the dynamite meat bait until finally the animal was caught in the explosion. After the sharks at the location died from the explosion, the Olsen siblings used Billy's car to go to a safe place. At this point, Hurricane Henry had subsided. Finally, a researcher recently found evidence that Hurricane Henry would hit Annieville again, and the film finally ended. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next epic story. See you in the next video.